1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wolfpack Stadium for tonight's matchup here with Valley View and Wilkes-Barre area here on the John Mendola Show Network here on YouTube. And Coach George Jowanitz will be joining us tonight as the captains meet at the center. We'll be right back in a moment. All right, we're teeing it up here at Wolfpack Stadium with John Mendola, Coach George Jowanitz. George, welcome into the show and getting ready for tonight's game. That's pretty exciting.
Hi, John. Thanks. Boy, what a great complex. First time I've been here, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and the atmosphere is good. I mean, we got a great Valley View crowd over here. They travel well, and they're in white tonight, the Wolfpack in black, and it is absolutely just sit here, you look out, and you watch the game. I mean, this is fun stuff to get a great night of football here in Plains Township as we get ready to get underway here as the Valley View Cougars and Braden Loft to kick things off. Just a ninth grader. Man, he can boot it.
Yeah, he's got a great leg.
All right, all the way back at about the 4-yard line on this left-hand side. He'll come up across the 20-yard line, and that is where the Wolfpack will start out. And I think some of the keys, George, for the Wolfpack is don't turn over the ball. That was the tough part in week 1 for them. And then last week to Stroudsburg, Howe goes out. That was not so good either. But if they don't turn it over and they can tackle, they feel like they have a good chance here against Valley View.
Yeah, I just think for them offensively, being able to throw the ball like they do, we just don't see a lot of that in the Lackawanna Football Conference. So Valley View's going to have a hard time getting ready for that with a quarterback his caliber, and you'll see early what he's able to do against the defense.
So Jake Howe gets the start. He was banged up last week at Stroudsburg. Handoff left-hand side, and he'll follow his blockers. It's Devon Underwood trying to get some positive yardage.
Well, you'll see Valley View has great linebackers. Johnny Marino, D1 type of recruit, very good sideline to sideline. They're a top tackler, and you see him right from that first play, getting to the ball pretty quickly and keeping it for a relatively short gain.
I want to thank Albini Funeral Home for sponsoring us tonight, supporting the Valley View Cougars, and of course they help out a lot of people up there at Lackawanna County. There's no doubt about it. Here's Howe going to throw the football. He does a lot of short passes and did not. That little defensive guy, you had number 12, Kieslovsky, who was really good in week 1, didn't work out there.
I think they're the plays they're going to have to make tonight, right? Those easy first down plays, pitch and catch. You got to be able to move the chains. 3rd and 5 is manageable, but those easy catches, I think, for the first down, move the chains are going to be huge tonight.
Now, this Valley View defense look active here up front, switching stuff around. Will they go to the strength?
They pretty much play the same defense. They're going to play a 4-4. The only thing they'll change every so often is the coverage.
Offsides. I think the Valley View guy lined up a little too close there. I think it's offsides against them, but I could be wrong. Let's see what the call is, which could be an automatic first down. So 31 there kind of got a little extra anxious, just looking at his dude, but very close. They're saying we're a chain gang mover. Nice to get a first down that way. Not what you want for Valley View to start.
No. We saw that a lot last night in the NFL game, right? The offensive tackle for the Chiefs or for the Ravens was offsides, I think, 6 times to start the game.
So a heavy look on the left-hand side. Underwood, seeing if he could bounce 10, played that so well there defensively.
Their corners are very good. They're like their corner / sometimes it's like an outside linebacker type, usually real close to the ball. Good tacklers. They don't miss a lot of tackles. Pretty good size. That was, he's one of the better kids we've had at Valley View playing in that spot the last couple of years.
Skoblik, 6'3", $190. That's a perfect size high school football player. And they give it on the right-hand side. It is Underwood. He's tackled by the ankles in the backfield. No, he gets loose. Right-hand side, this could be money. He goes to the sidelines near the 50, and it's a first down.
Boy, good speed there on the outside, right? He looked like he was tackled for a 3-yard loss, busted the tackle, and then down the sidelines for first down.
As much as Underwood looks like he's 100 and nothing, he breaks some of those tackles, has some strength to him. And then when he's able to get away, he is a jitterbug, but he has some bursts.
And this is what I'm saying to you. The speed and some of the things Valley View is going to see tonight, they're not going to see a whole lot during the season, and they haven't seen it yet, which I think puts them at a little bit of a disadvantage.
Our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast, we have the students on the camera, on the computers, and working us tonight here, and we appreciate their efforts all night long and all season long here for the home games. Howe looks. He gets flushed out. He'll look to the right, throws a long one down the sideline, right near it. No.
That was a great throw. He got away from the defensive end and just kind of floated it down to his receiver. I think he just threw it a little too far outside. He didn't have a chance to get any kind of body parts in.
Valley View comes in here. They're not intimidated. They were fired up in pregame. Seem like they're on a high, and they've been in some big game atmospheres to know, like, okay, we're coming to Wolfpack Stadium, but, we're not scared.
Yeah, I mean, these kids, you're talking 2 straight years in a district championship game for a lot of these kids, and they've seen pretty much every opponent, so this shouldn't be too much of a switch for them.
10:23 on the clock, wide open. Trayvon Gambitsky gets rid of a would-be. Down the sideline he goes, and a first down for the Wolfpack.
And this is what I was saying to you, John, earlier. I think the easy pitch and catches you'll see a lot because this defense, a 4-4 defense, sometimes you get some mismatches with a spread type of set. So Valley View's going to have to do something to either clamp down on those receivers or change it up a little bit so the quarterback gets some different looks.
Gambitsky, 5'11", $175, but as physical as you will find at that size. You'll watch him play safety tonight. He'll smack you.
That was an ankle breaker, too, on
yeah.
that move there, right?
Here is Howe. He's got Underwood behind him. Quick pitch to the right-hand side. Valley View is there. Uh-oh. If he could get away, he's got room and looked like a face mask there, but it was a good confinement there by Valley View. Number 5, Gianni Marino, you mentioned him. He's a stud.
Yeah, I mean, you'll hear his name. Listen, if you don't block him, he's going to make a tackle. So if you see him free like that running, that means no helmet on helmet to him, and he's dangerous if you don't get a helmet on him. He's a good reader. And like I said, downhill fast and usually a pretty solid tackler.
2nd down and 17 here, 9:46 first quarter. Wolfpack Stadium, the setting. It is the McCarthy Tire game of the night. Coach George Hawanis, former coach at Valley View, will be on tonight, 10 o'clock for the football blitz. Howe looking. Oh, man, he had his dude across the middle. He just couldn't escape it there.
See, I think those little short pass plays are going to be every bit as good as a run play, right? If you can get a guy open 5 or 6 yards down the field, pitch and catch and let them run, because you have so many athletes here at Wilkes-Barre. Get those athletes the ball and let them do damage with their feet.
And that's what happened in week 1. Howe was so good with the short game. He might have been like 26 of 32, but there were 3 or 4 balls in Wolfpack hands. So he was almost per for a high school quarterback. It was a fantastic night, his best night by far. But he has some of those abilities. Triple receivers here over on the left. Throw it out to Gambitsky. Needs a couple blocks. Valley View plays it well.
Yeah, so that's going to set up. I mean, you're in no man's land here. You're at the 36-yard line. Punt is probably going to go into the end zone, and you're going to give it at the 20 anyway, or you go for it. It looks like they're going to punt.
So Ardo will get the duties here, kicking away for the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. 2 guys back. It's 11-3. So it'll be Bayon McLean and number 11, Ben Evans.
Ben Evans is a track guy. He's usually the guy they want to see get the ball in his hand.
Oh, boy. He
Should've let that one go.
He did a boo-boo there. Caught it at the 1-yard line. That's something you don't do, but I'm sure Ben will get a couple of ears over there. It's going to be at the 4-yard line.
Well, they should have told him, and I'm sure maybe they were yelling, but usually there you put your heels at the 10, right? The ball goes over your head, you let it go, or fair catch it if it's right around the 10. I mean, he was set up at the 5-yard line.
He's getting that now. He won't forget that right now. And, hey,
he's a sophomore.
He's a high school football player. You make a couple, but he did catch the ball. But Valley View will be pinned here. In this Wolfpack defense, they have not been fantastic, but they're pretty solid. I mean, they bend. So Let's see what Valley View has offensively. You're expecting a lot of runs, right, George?
I'm guessing it's going to be run. They'll be super run heavy.
4 or 5 Wolfpack guys on the tackle near the 5.
They Valley View's been using 2 quarterbacks. Swilinski started the season number 1, got hurt after week 1, didn't play last week. They used Casey Malsberger. 2 very different quarterbacks. Casey more of a thrower, not as much a runner, although he ran well last week against Crestwood. And then Zach Swilinski, more of a kind of a downhill runner. He's almost like a fullback body type.
Now, play clocks in high school football, George. Is that are they
should be
using
running
them?
right now.
Right, are they using them? Because first week they weren't on.
Yeah.
Okay, now they're on, but are we using them?
They should be using them. I don't know. It seemed like there was a penalty on that play, but then they didn't mark anything off. So
they are. The clock started for the play clock, and they are using them, and I'm happy about that because I was like, what happened in week 1? Over on that left-hand side, and a keeper by the quarterback, and he gets some good yardage.
So that's the kind of offense they'll run with Swilinski. It'll be like a zone read kind of offense that you see. Anybody watched the game last night, Lamar Jackson ran that a little bit, that fake to the tailback, and then you can either hand it off or keep it. So you'll see him doing a lot of that downhill running tonight. And he's tough. Like I said, he's fullback size-wise. He's probably 210, 220, somewhere in that range.
5'10", yeah. Listed at 210, as George had said here. And the Valley View Cougars trying to get out of Dodge. They've got a 3rd and short. See how physical they are. I think they can match up here with the Wolfpack, and they'll run the big back and get the first down.
And that's just a tough thing to defend. Power eye, right? 2 big backs. Your tailback really is technically a fullback. When you see Reed in there as a tailback, I mean, he's another kid, 220-ish, somewhere around there. Downhill, you're not going to see a whole lot of moves. He's just going to try to run you over.
Thank our friends at Albini Funeral Home for sponsoring us here tonight on the John Mendola Show Network, here on the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. They send a couple of guys over to the right-hand side, bring a guy in motion. They're going to throw a quick hitter here and a high ball, and no good.
So I'm going to say the same thing that I said about Wilkes-Barre. Like, those are you're not going to, they don't throw the ball a lot, Valley View, right? They want to take the easy pitch and catches like that. Again, another one there, probably a 5-yard stop. You have Beyond McLean out there, pretty good with his feet, good basketball player, good vertical. But he's got to, you got to make that play, hit him in the chest, and hope he can get some easy yards on a 1st and 10.
Appreciate everybody joining us tonight here at Wolfpack Stadium on our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast tonight. Give right-hand side, and a flag is down, and going down is number 7, Nick Koharski.
So if they do use a tailback, Valley View, a true tailback, Nick becomes their tailback. He's a good cornerback, and last year he played a lot of like wing back for them, but they've been using him more this year as their true tailback when they go to a 2-back set. I think this is against Wilkes-Barre. Oh, no flag.
So the flag gets waved off. We've got 3rd down here for the Cougars of Valley View in a defensive affair thus far, 7:26. We've got a bunch of short passes, some running going on, but it's about a regular paced game right now here at Wilkes-Barre area.
This is a big play for Wilkes-Barre's defense, right? You want to get off the field, punt out of your own, their own side of the field, get good field position, hope to get a drive.
Eddie Michaels likes to put on a little heat on 3rd down from time to time, but he sits, and here comes some heat, and they throw it away, and now the flag goes down. What do we got here?
I'm assuming they're going to have linemen downfield. So it looked like to me, but that flag came out quick as soon as that ball was thrown. So they'll decline this. You get the dead giveaway plays when the flags come out, right? If the flag comes out right after the ball's thrown, it's usually illegal man downfield.
7:01 on the clock. And it'll be a punting situation. 2 guys right here at midfield, expecting not super long in the kicking game here from Valley View. And this will go almost over their head at about the 47-yard line. The other side trying to meander through is the Wolfpack. Just hold on to that football. That has been the issue. And Valley View finally gets the gang tackle, not before Kayvon Creech, the junior, gets Wilkes-Barre in great field position. Is that a yellow flag on the field there?
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm going to say it's going to be, usually that's a block in the back or a hold when you see it there. You have good eyes, John. I didn't even see that there.
I don't know. You had the good eyes on the, on the guy downfield. So we'll just keep rotating here.
I'm going to guess it's a hold probably at the end, especially where the flag was. Or, I mean, the other thing it could be is a face mask, but it looks like they're going the other way. A sideline warning. I hate these stupid sideline warnings. I hated that as a coach. You have so many kids there, and then, like, I know at Valley View, we used to have the cheerleaders be right behind us. Like, I didn't know where they wanted us to go. And a referee would come running down the, the part closest to where the players were and bump into a coach, and you get a sideline warning.
So the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre area here, 6:44 in the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night on our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. Underwood is the lone back in the backfield, but he's got a guy over to the left-hand side, but they're going to run it. They're going to give it to Underwood, right-hand side, trying to follow Ardo. Gambitsky got a block over there that looked a little, but no call.
Well, they're trying to spread Valley View out a little bit and then run towards where they're spreading them out. So they had a slot type of set out to the right, and they want to run like an outside zone type out to that side. And it's a smart play because you're widening out the defense. Your receivers just have to be able to block the D-backs if you're going to run that effectively. But listen, these backs so far from Wilkes-Barre area have been great, right? They're making guys miss. There's guys at them at the point of attack, and they just can't get them down.
6:09 on the clock here in the first quarter. Jake Howe goes back and says, okay, here's what we're running right, we're running left. The Valley View defense and reverse the action. Can they get around them? I don't think so. Nice job of stringing things out. 10 there again. And I don't know, is that going to be a horse collar?
That's going to be a face mask, I think.
Skoblik really read it well. He's tough to get around.
They're very disciplined with ball goes away, you stay at your position, and they're very good at that. There you have them tackled, even if you just push them out of bounds, without getting that 15-yard penalty. So that's a big break for Wilkes-Barre.
George, talk a little bit about Valley View, high expectations from Coach Wasilchak this year, and hey, we got good guys, and you can see they have some solid players, but getting that thumping from Prep in week one, they got to lick their wounds, find a way. And last week against Crestwood, they were able to find that way and try to build from there.
Yeah, I just think, sometimes a wake-up call week one isn't a bad thing either, right? They got it handed to them by Prep, and you got a quick wake-up, and you better change some things quick or the season's going to go south really quick. But came back nicely last week and not playing bad so far this week.
Speed sweep Underwood. Can he get outside? He has enough to juke, jive, and get the first down close right near the sticks.
That is true speed sweep. Speed, right? I mean, he looked like he was bottled up there. He made two little moves, went back to the sideline and down the sideline again. Excellent.
So the Wolfpack now driving here against the Cougars. They started with great field position. That helped them. But right now the Cougars are going to have to button it up.
This is fun for me to watch because I went to the, Prep was run. I don't even know if they threw the ball twice during the game. Crestwood, I think, threw it a couple times. They're run heavy. Now you get to see a team more of like the true college type of offense that spread, running the ball outside, throwing the ball to open receivers in the middle and the outsides. Like I said, we don't see this very much, and Valley View doesn't see this very much.
Gambitsky one-on-one on the left. Howe's going to scramble that way. He's got nothing. He's going to throw it out. Smart play. So you had the safety over here helping for Gambitsky. So Koharski was guarding, so they had some good coverage over there. But they actually looked to go over to the right, where Rajon Woodson was over on that right-hand side, and Watson, that is, Rajon Watson. And he'll come over now to the left-hand side, and Ardo and Underwood will be in the backfield.
The corners for Valley View are pretty good. Nicky Koharski's probably one of the better corners in District 2, so he's not going to give up a whole lot to his receiver, so I think you got to work on probably some of the other guys.
Saraceno, the big tight end on the left-hand side. They'll run it right-hand side. It's Underwood. Underwood gets inside the 5-yard line. Is the ball down? That's a big gain.
I think that's a great play for Wilkes-Barre. It's you know, that's a confidence-boosting play right there. Valley View's pretty good up in the middle. They're good at stuff in the middle, and they literally just ran a simple blast or inside zone right through the A-gap. So that's a good sign for them.
Rex Hrabel wore 53 the first game. He's wearing 40 this game. He's kind of like one of those two-way Underwood. Right-hand side, heavy look. Underwood meets lots of white jerseys. 4th down. Now, Wilkes-Barre's kicking game. They got a guy who could make a field goal. Not a lot of extra, booming yardage, but they could get it through. But they got a decision here. It's an angle that could be tough.
He's going to take a timeout. And then he's going to ask his coaches, what do you think? And then he's going to say, we're home. And he's going to come back out and go for it on 4th down. If you're away, you might kick it just to put some points on the board. When you're home and where it's at, I'm going for it here.
Jaden Sanchez is the field goal kicker. He is a junior.
And if Ciro doesn't go for it, the next time I see him, I'm going to yell at him for not going for it.
4:05 on the clock. It is the Wolfpack, Valley View, McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. We'll be right back. George knows all too well. They're going for it. 3 receivers over to the left. Watson on the right-hand side. Jake Howe, is he going to roll? No, they got a little cross. Howe's going to throw in the middle. He's got this guy wide open. Touch me down.
He had his pick there. He had the guy in the front of the end zone who he threw to, and he had a wide open tight end in the back of the end zone right behind him.
Trayvon Gimbitsky, it just looked like a scramble. And what did Howe do? Set his feet and just kind of picked apart. Like, okay, I got options.
I was just going to say to you, it's nice to have a quarterback who's a 3-year starter. I mean, he had no panic there whatsoever. He bounced his feet a little bit, looked left, looked right, and came back to the middle.
Sanchez for the extra point for the Wolfpack. It is up, and it is good. It's 7-0 Wolfpack. Wolfpack Stadium, McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. We'll be back here. Ready to go here, the ensuing kickoff, as Jaden Sanchez will have the honors. And he will pooch it down that right-hand side. They'll get it about the 20-yard line. Bust up, bust across. Nobody's stopping the Cougars yet. He's still on his feet. And up across the 43-yard line. I believe that was Koharski.
That's Koharski. And you see what he can do there. He's pretty good with the ball in his hand, so nice moves there.
So it is the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night, our student broadcast here from Wilkes-Barre area, where the students do a lot of the work, the camera and the computer. Sometimes we get some people during basketball season calling some games, so we appreciate their efforts. And I want to thank our friends at Albini Funeral Home for sponsoring us tonight here with Valley View and Wilkes-Barre area. Ball at the 43, 1st and 10. Let's do it again. And Valley View, see if they could put together some plays. Fullback.
I know they were worried all week about Wilkes-Barre's guys up front. They're big, physical, so I know the coaches told me during the week they thought one of the keys to the game was could Valley View's offensive line take care of the D-line from Wilkes-Barre. They felt they had to be able to run the ball.
Got a couple big guys up front here for Wilkes-Barre. So 64, Derek Na. He's 5'10", 250. They've got Jimmy Gruskevich, 6'2", 290. And Saraceno, he's 6'3", 220. Rabel trying to chase outside. Great
play.
Tackle out in the open field goes Devon Underwood. Starting to become a little bit more here for this Wolfpack. Didn't really play as much defense, playing a little bit more of a role.
Well, that was a great open field tackle there. And like I said, Karski's every bit as good as anybody in the open field, and he just couldn't get away from him.
So a little rotation of players here. It'll be 3rd down and about 3 for the Cougars of Valley View. Still in quarter number 1 with 2:41 on the clock.
I'm going to say they're probably going to – this is probably 2 downs. Scott usually takes chances from here, so I'm going to say this could be a running play, and then they'll come right back on 4th down and go again.
They're going to call a timeout and think about what that 3rd down play is going to be. McCarthy Tire Game and I like George Juanich, John Mendola. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Valley View calls the timeout, 3rd down. Loading up on that left-hand side. They give it to Koharski. You know the quarterback keeps it. He's got the 1st down just following him. He's still going down to the 37-yard line. Great design by the Cougars.
And that's where they like to use Swalinski. Like I said, he really is like a bulldozer. He's like a fullback at quarterback. So fake the speed sweep to Koharski and then follow behind your big lineman and big gain there. I think there was a penalty at the end, too.
He pasted one of the Wolfpack. He's still sore over there. Like, ouch, that hurt. Face mask. So number 8. I don't know. That's not 8. That's 6. Sincere Carter. He's only 5'8", $165. He got run over by the big quarterback, and he's still trying to stretch his back out a little bit. You throw on the penalty, and now the Cougars are in business here right about the 23-yard line with 2:23 on the clock.
And again, they're comfortable running the football, so they have to be able to run the football to win this game tonight. They've done a pretty good job so far.
I backfield, pretty basic stuff here for the Cougars. What are they going to do? Fake it, play action, post, corner, and his dude, he was blanketed. It was open.
He was open. He was open for a second. And again, the D-back, pretty good speed, to get back to that. Good catch-up speed there. I thought he did a good job. And the ball was a little overthrown.
Yeah, undersized defensive back against Yanni Marino, who, again, is nice-sized and still had a little wiggle room there, but just a hair overthrown.
Yeah, they like to sneak Gianni in sometimes for plays like that. He runs fairly well. He's got great hands where they can fake a run play and get him in the corner.
I mean, Valley View in those white jerseys, they do look like they do have some side. You see Preston Reed and you see, Marino and you see Skoblik. I mean, it could be a little intimidating, but they got to do it here on the ground. They are doing it again with a quarterback straightforward.
So normally, if you see Valley View spread a team out like that, they're either going to run quarterback draw, which they just ran there, so it's like a quarterback dive, right? or they'll run something where you just can't cover all their receivers, right? They'll send 5 guys out. It's usually a sneak guy in a spot where you don't think he'll be, and they'll hit him on like a little dump pass a lot of times, the tight end. So they're going to see what the defense is going to give, and they'll take that in that set.
$1:43 on the clock. First quarter, Valley View driving. Wolfpack lead by 7. They're going Big Daddy at the quarterback and just going to run left, and he's got room. And bouncing off people and close to a first down.
If you notice in this drive, much different than the first drive, they're running a bunch of sets, right? Trying to see what they're going to get from the defense, and a lot of them are more of a spread. They're trying to spread them out a little bit, get guys out of the box, and then run where those, strong safeties or linebacker types should be sitting to play the run.
Magnum PI flying right over the stadium here, man. He's a low flyer.
He's moving, too.
Beautiful. All right. So here comes second down and short with the heavy look here out of the Cougars of Valley View. Reed, no, it is the quarterback, and Solinski.
Got in.
Wow, how did he get in? It looked like Big Jimmy Grishkevich had him stopped, but he bounced off him like a bowling ball.
They had him wrapped up, and he just kept the wheels churning and bounced off him and rolled into the end zone.
So touchdown Cougars. Give the credit where credit's due, and it is 7-6 with 47 seconds to go.
Now, I don't think Wilkes-Barre feels really bad about that drive. They had a good run back on the kick, start at the 40. You had a 15-yard face mask penalty, which pushed them down. So, you made them earn the yards they got. So if you're Wilkes-Barre right now, you're still feeling okay.
And here comes the extra point pending here. Is that Loft?
Yes.
Okay, so Braden Loft, the freshman?
Yes, freshman.
Up, and it's beautiful. 7-7, 47 seconds to go. We're tied up at Wolfpack Stadium. McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. We'll be back. All right, we're back here, McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. Want to thank our friends at Albini Funeral Home in Jessup for sponsoring tonight's game here with Valley View. 7, Wolfpack 7, Loft, the freshman, boots it down. He's got a leg.
That's such a weapon in high school. If you get somebody and kick the ball in the end zone, and really any team that's in high school, you got to start at the 20 and go 80 for a touchdown. It's a tough run.
5'7", $150. He's got a heck of a leg for that size.
He's good. He's a good soccer player, too, for our high school soccer team.
So the Wolfpack will try to lick their wounds here after a great drive there by Valley View. Has to feel a little better. Let's talk a little bit about guys going one way at Valley View. How many are there?
A lot. We, I think probably 5 or 6 years ago when I was there, we started doing it a little more just because we found at the end of games our offensive linemen, by not going both ways, were much more fresh than they had been in years past, and we could take over a fourth quarter with that and win a bunch of ball games late.
Jake Howe, the quarterback, looks out to the right. He's got nothing. He just kind of goes forward. That was a smart play. I mean, the pressure was coming a little bit there, and he had to kind of make a decision.
Yeah, it's tough. He got a little bit of pressure, and they did a pretty good job covering there. Now, the problem with the going one way is sometimes people get a little upset in the stands because they think kids who could be going both ways aren't, and you're giving things up. But If all things were equal, we'd always split it up, and it just seemed to work the best.
It's
for the last X amount of years.
Worked at a few schools. Southern Columbia's done a pretty good job with it. And, not many schools will do it. Howe throws a deep back shoulder throw near the first down marker, just a hair short.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good throw there. Again, good coverage, right? Like I said, Valley View's two corners are very good. So, it's going to take a pretty good effort to get a ball there.
How did Scranton Prep do it against Valley View? Was it pound the rock?
Yeah, they just beat them up front. I think they got them in a lot of a numbers game where Prep had 4 blockers and we only had 3 defenders in certain spots, and 4 beats 3,
So Howe will get a screen to the right. He's got Underwood. He's got to get by a couple of dudes and gets by 1 or 2. Man, he's slippery at times. And a late hit should come in there. No flag. That was a late hit.
Yep.
He was on the ground.
In his head, too.
Yeah. And official, but nothing there. Second quarter coming your way. 7-7. Great ball game here at Wolfpack Stadium. We'll be back. What's that? The ads? Yeah, I'll tell you. Okay. Work on it at halftime.
Diner, East Main Street in Wilkes-Barre, across from the casino. Fans, it's hard to find a place with a home-cooked taste. Open 7 days a week and 24 hours on the weekends for good food and the convenience of being open when your belly is hungry. Visit Dee's Diner tonight. Personal injury lawyers, Comets Law. Comets Law Firm is a full-service law firm serving clients throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania with particular emphasis on the greater Wilkes-Barre and Scranton area. But they also service Allentown, Philadelphia, State College, Pottsville, and Harrisburg. Personal injury, motor vehicle accidents, medical malpractice, family law. Call Personal Injury Lawyers.
All right, 4th down. Wolfpack are showing they're going for it here. This is crazy stuff. Try to draw them off.
I think they got them.
They caught him. That's crazy after a timeout. Oh, my gosh, that's a stinger. That just drives you nuts. And when you don't have 6 coaches at Valley View, you got 66. All those coaches are going bananas. Like, how could that happen?
You have 660. Just turn around, look at the stands behind them. There's more than 66.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I thought that was a great job by Jake there. You see he got a loud bark and gave a little bit of a body movement, which is tough. And did a great job pulling them off.
The 2 freebies for Wilkes-Barre have paid dividends tonight. Let's see if this one does. Well, I mean, it gives you a first down here, which is huge. Here's how. Got to give it Underwood. Underwood can make a cut here or there. He's still spinning around. Great ankle tackle there in the center by Koharski, who has been a tough defender.
And he's coming from that corner spot. So, again, ball goes away, just kind of hops in place to the short side of the field here and came back in and made the tackle.
2nd down and about 6 here for the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre area. Tied up at 7 apiece. Wolfpack Stadium, gorgeous night. Baseball stadium getting built over on that left-hand side. They'll get that done this fall. Pitch left side. Underwood looking. People stay with their blocks. He's close to a first down. He just has enough strength at about 150 pounds.
He's good at like changing pace. I don't know if you noticed that. He was going a little faster, slowed down for a second, then right back into fifth gear again. And it's tough to tackle people when they do that.
So 31 from Valley View, not happy with number 11, Logan Sienkiewicz, saying he's pointing to the ref. Nick Williams saying, hey, he's doing something here. He's doing something. But ref didn't see anything, and we move on here.
Well, every defensive player thinks he's being held every play. You know that. 1st and 10.
Right side, Underwood makes a big cut, and he gets something out of nothing. Great job by Reed. He was just kind of in the way there, and a flag late here as now a little shenanigans by, I think, the Wolfpack on that far side.
They're just offensively, they're running some of these bunched up sets, and Valley View just has so many guys in there. Like, it's tough to run the ball when you bring that many guys in.
So we think this is going against the Wolfpack.
I think they're calling a legal motion, but maybe not. Nope. That's a big penalty.
And that might have been on Sienkiewicz. And you got to have some discipline at some point. And right there, previous play, you know, whatever happened with Logan and then over on that far side. And, you know, somebody's going to be talking in your ear all the time. You got to have that. And, again, I don't know if that was the case, but, you know, you got to be able to just say, hey, I gotta do it for my team. So he'll bounce back. Logan's a good kid. A couple of receivers to each side here for the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre area. And Jake Howe has a guy right alongside him. I think that's Ardo. Going to throw it. He's got Gambitsky picked off in the middle of the field by the safety. Tim Olkowski played possum there.
That was a great play. They're just sitting in a real loose cover 3 there, safety in the middle, or a man-free type of look. So I don't even know if Jake really saw him sitting there. He probably thought he was running free down the seam, and that safety sitting there for an easy interception.
I think like the crowd, a lot of people thought, okay, Gambitsky's going to break this, but you're right. Olkowski just was sitting, and came right into it, made that catch.
Valley View is a great safety, Patrick McIntyre, that got hurt early in the season, like preseason. He'd usually be there, so Timmy's filling in for him. He's done a nice job these first couple of weeks.
So Valley View with about 35 linemen now, and they got a quarterback with a back and one receiver, and Kaharski will just get it, and ain't much doing. He tried to get something shaken there, but the Wolfpack read it well.
Sometimes you fool yourself with funky sets, right? So a little fast there with the fake, and he ended up bumping into Reed in the backfield, and it kind of messed the whole timing of the play up.
So Coach George Hawanitz here with John Mendola on the Wolfpack broadcast, our student broadcast. We've got all our students up here in the press box with us, enjoying the atmosphere. And Slolinski, he has been a bowling ball going downhill.
Same play as before, John, right? Clear everybody out. Quick little quarterback dive, quarterback draw, quarterback trap. I couldn't really see if the linemen were moving there, but simple play, nobody in the middle, right? So it gives you kind of a free 10-yard gain almost.
3rd and short. Thank our friends at Albini Funeral Home for sponsoring us tonight here on the John Mendola Show Network. McCarthy Tire game of the night. George, how about the skies, the breeze?
It really is.
We're soaking it up.
Who love football. This is perfect.
Swolinski, he looks for the hole and finds it perfectly right to the 35-yard line.
So that's a nice drive for them, too, right after struggling a little bit on defense. That first or second drive, against Wilkes-Barre goes down and scores, and they've, to be able to come back, get a score, get a stop, and, they're looking to get the ball in the end zone here, obviously, to give them even more of a boost.
Impressed with the physicality here of the Cougars.
Yeah, they're tough. I mean, listen, you don't have much choice. If you're not tough, you're not going to be playing here on a Friday night. So, these kids know what to expect. Not much has changed as far as that. The physicality is always here, and these kids really are no different.
So Reed is back there, and Koharski, and Slolinski has gotten under center here. They're going to throw the bombs away, Lorraine, and he's open. Last second broke it up.
That was great defense.
Underwood was looking back at the quarterback, and that always scares me, but he's got enough speed to make it up.
I mean, he was kind of beat for about a millisecond, then he started to run, and that was taken care of quick. He did a nice job there, too, I thought, of getting between the quarterback and the receiver, so he wasn't going to be able to throw it short. If it was short, it was a pick or a knockdown, which he just did there.
I think that's the right play call for Valley View. They tried the post corner, now they tried that. I mean, those are 2 home run balls that are close, and one of them's going to hit at some point, and we're tied at 7.
Coach Wasilchek loves to take shots inside you get close to the red zone on first down.
Marino on the left-hand side. They give it off to the running back. Is that Koharski wrapped up over there? Sienkiewicz.
And Valley View's pretty much in the same boat that Wilkes-Barre's in. You don't want to be in 3rd and longs or 2nd and longs, right? The teams then know you're going to throw the ball probably. And it puts you in a little bit of a bad spot behind the 8 ball a little bit.
Nick Saraceno also there. Griskevich comes off for a play. Needs a blow. He is that 2-way lineman. And a timeout on the field here by Valley View. We're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back here on the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night.
Tire Service, celebrating over 97 years, trusted to keep America rolling. McCarthy Tire Service has been there for generations of family for the highest quality in tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 70 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We're one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire Service. Visit us on the web at McCarthyTire.com. Visit our friends at our Carol and Janelle and the Takeaway Kitchen, home of the famous Old Forge Pizza in the pizza capital of the world at 443 South Main Street. In business since 1962. 570-457-5555. You can.
John Medola with you here as the Cougars of Valley View on a 3rd and long. Swolinski on the right-hand side. He's got a deep ball, nothing. So they tried to run like a flood route over there. The Wolfpack jumped on it and kind of, I don't want to say held, but kind of got in their space.
Yeah, he got a little bit. I wasn't sure what he was going to do there. When they played prep, they ran that play a ton, and Swolinski kept. It ended up being a quarterback sprint keep. I thought he was going to keep it there because I thought he had the corner, and good defense there, though, by Wilkes-Barre area.
At some point, you just say, listen, Swolinski, all the stuff he's done has been pretty positive running the football. Yeah. Do you just say, buddy, you just keep going until they stop you? Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, this is pretty much what they did last year. They used 5 quarterbacks, and each one could do something good, and that's what they would run them with.
So the punt, it is a long one. It's going in the end zone, but it's getting a great bounce, not in the end zone. That is an absolute perfect punt by number 11, Ben Evans.
I think it's Olkowski is their punter.
Okay.
I think.
He's 13? No. Is that 13, Olkowski?
Yeah, that's 13.
Okay.
I wish I could hit a golf shot like that.
There you go. Yeah, that was gorgeous. Great punt. I thought it was going right in the end zone. But, yes, Olkowski, credit to you, 6'1", 175, a senior, perfect punt. So 95 yards to go here for Wilkes-Barre area. I think you just want to try to get out of Dodge if you can. Now, George, in week 1, they ran Ardo, the fullback, at times. And last year they had Shiner, who was a bruiser. They don't really have a bruiser. It's just Underwood to run. Howe could run, but I don't think they want to get him hurt.
I think it's just a speed thing. You're just going to try to outflank and outrun and see what you can get out of there.
Watson spins around on the speed sweep and gets some positive yardage here for the Wolfpack. Somebody gets thrown down there off the pile. Don't know if it was anything intentional, but you just don't want to catch a flag here on either side. You know, you don't want to give Wilkes-Barre anything free, and Wilkes-Barre doesn't want to get backed up to the end zone.
Yeah, Valley View's done last week they must have gotten 10 personal foul penalties during the Crestwood game, so they've really cleaned up the play a little bit here, which is, when you play good teams, you get a lot of penalties, you're going to get an L. So they've cleaned it up a little bit, and it's been much cleaner tonight than it was last week.
7:15, Howe looking. Underwood came out, so you think he's throwing. Hard out over here. He's got his dude Gimbitsky. Got to get the first down, hold on to the football. Gets out across the 15, 4 or 5 guys tackle. and it should be a chain gang mover here for Wilkes-Barre area.
I love that play, but he got a garbage spot down there.
Oh, my gosh.
I
No
mean,
way, dude.
He was all the way up at the 17 or 18
Oh,
yard
that
line,
is
I
terrible.
thought, right when he caught it.
He was at the 17 and went backwards. Yeah,
Yeah, that
wow.
wasn't a good spot.
All right, third down and short here for the Wolfpack.
I like that play call, though, right? Easy pitch and catch.
Yep.
They're way off. Don't want to get beat deep. Sprint Jake out a little bit, get the ball to the receiver, and see if he can do some damage.
6:22 first half. McCarthy Tire game of the night. How? Underwood bursting for, I don't know. He's
I think
close.
they're giving it to him.
He's close.
I think they're giving it to him.
Anymore, it's the eyeball, and they just move the chains.
Usually when they stop the clock, as soon as the run, and you saw the far side official put his arms up and wave to stop the clock, so you get the benefit of the doubt now. The millimeter, bring the chains out doesn't happen anymore.
Wolfpack, again, the temperament, you got to keep guys in check, and they're like throwing the guy back, shush, but you got to be able to be under control. It is a first down for the Wolfpack, so they kind of don't get a call, then they get a call. It's close, and nonetheless, here we are. Wilkes-Barre area with 5:46 on the clock. We got a timeout. We're going to take a timeout here as well. We'll be back here on the McCarthy Tire game of the night.
To thank our friends at ECYEH Region 7, Education for Children and Youth Experiencing Homelessness Program. Every child deserves school stability. We thank our friends at ECYEH Region 7. Tracy Zarola of Lewis and Freeman Real Estate, representing buyers and sellers in the Back Mountain, West Side, and all of northeastern Pennsylvania. Call Tracy if you're looking to sell your home. 570-696-0723. Buyers are out there. Don't miss yours. Tracy is a consistent top producer and is committed to making your real estate experience an easy one. When you think of buying or selling a home, think Tracy Zarola at Lewis and Freeman. We thank our friends at Chancellor Financial Trusted Advisors. Services include asset management, retirement planning, education planning, estate planning, and tax planning. Give Bob Dwyer and his team a call for a free consultation, 570-822-4475. Chancellor Financial, located on Public Square in Wilkes-Barre. McCarthy Tire Service, celebrating over 97 years, trusted to keep America rolling. McCarthy Tire Service has been there for generations and family for the highest quality in tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 70 locations along the East Coast, our
back here after a timeout. It seems like there's been about 24 timeouts this half. Howe in the flat, got his dude out there in the flat, 25-yard line.
Love that play call again, John. Nice, again, easy play, great first down play. You get 8 on first down, so manageable now on second and third from down towards your own end zone. That's a great play.
Keith Oblowski, 185, 6'2", very involved in week 1. First catch tonight. Underwood up the middle, meandering through, gets a couple, he's still on his feet, and he gets pushed down eventually. But a big pile up there up front. He's hits full with some of these dudes up front, both white and black.
Yeah, they're going at it a little bit, right? And Wilkes-Barre's challenging them. I wasn't sure how much of that they would do tonight. I figured it would just be spread and they'd kind of chuck it around. But they've done a really nice job getting in the eye and kind of going right at them. 5
minutes and 25 seconds here in the first half. Gimbitsky will go over on that other side now towards the Valley View sideline in the slot. He's got Ardo and Underwood. Right-hand side, he's got a tight end there. Howe will fake it. He'll roll. He wants to go bombs away. There's nothing there. He's going to throw it across the middle. He's got his dude. Flag comes down late, though. Lineman downfield, I think, 77.
I see 77. That's tough for a lineman. You know, a lot of times they're holding their block. The quarterback starts to scramble. You start to think, all right, he's going to run, so now I got to go down and block for him, and they're stuck in no man's land.
Thank our friends at Albini Funeral Home tonight, sponsoring here with the Valley View Cougars on the road against Wilkes-Barre area. a little quarter crescent moon right over the school. Gorgeous. And the breeze, and it's just the right atmosphere tonight here at Wolfpack Stadium.
Yeah, if you like high school football, perfect night for a September football game.
And the weather's cooperated this year for the most part. The first 3 weeks, hey, 3 games, and it's September 6th. Officials here meeting about something, not sure. Are they going to wave this off or not?
They shouldn't be waving it off because he threw it.
Right. All right.
So I told you last week they got a bunch of those penalties. Now, again, I don't know what that one was, but, it hurt them last week in the game as well.
Appreciate everybody joining us in tonight on the McCarthy Tire Game tonight, our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. 3 receivers to the right. Jake Howes looking left side. He tips, just extend.
That was a great pass. I mean, that's about as perfect to a guy who was covered pretty well there, too, right?
He was.
I used to tell, my quarterbacks, can you throw it in a keyhole? That would have been a keyhole throw.
Underwood had one go through his hands in the end zone. Again, he brings so much goodness to this team, and it just got a little bit more of those fingertips out there. Damon Saxon, listen, you were this close. You got to get that one. How? Little route by Gimbitsky. That was beautiful route there.
I like that play, though, prior, because now you're stretching the defense out a little bit, right? So now instead of covering you maybe at 5, they're dropping back to 8. And now if you want to throw a 5-yard stop, they're way off. It's an easy pitch and catch. And you saw it even there, able to bring him through the middle, which in high school people don't throw enough.
Chain gang mover here. It is a first down for the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. We're knotted at 7 apiece. And this is still, who knows what could happen the rest of the way. This is evenly matched. How? Looking for his dude, and Valley View had hands-on receivers. But, now is a late flag game, but Gimbitsky
don't call, for whatever reason, when a tight end or something gets banged by a linebacker, they usually don't call interference on those unless he's draped all over him. Sideline warning. So they each have a sideline warning now.
Western Wayne, 13-10 over Wyoming area. You said, hey, watch
they're
out
tough.
for the Wildcats.
At Western Wayne, they're really tough. If you told me that game was at Wyoming area, I think it would probably go the other way. I don't know how the game will end up. But
single coverage on that far side. Valley View will just kind of see what Jake Howe could present here. How, and he got hit hard, and they drove him right into the ground. And that scares the Wolfpack a little bit. Big-time hit there, delivered by Nick Williams, who's 6'1", 210 pounds.
Coaches don't like that either.
How many guys do they have at Valley View that are 6'1", 210 this year? I mean, all these guys look the same, and they're all seniors.
Yeah, we can never get a guy, though, when we were there that was like 6'4", 230. They'd all be between 5'10 and 6'1". When Adam played quarterback at 6'4", he was like a giant out there. Our quarterback was bigger than our lineman.
Your kid was 6'4", 230, I think. 3 receivers over to the right. Chow on 3rd and 10. Back to Gimbitsky. They go to the kitchen sink. He gets hit immediately after he makes the catch near the 48, maybe the 49-yard line. I think you punt the ball here. With less than 4 minutes to go, you don't want to give up a 50-yard short field to Valley View. But knowing Wilkes-Barre area, they're going to go for it.
I mean, if he went for it down in his own spot down there at the 20, I wouldn't think he wouldn't go for it here. He's probably going to try to draw them off sides again, and then
same play maybe to Gimbitsky.
He did again.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If they want to keep jumping, keep giving a hard count, and pull them off. And we just said it, right? I mean, what do you think they're going to do?
Wow. And, Noah Wasilchek, he's
not happy right now.
He's not a fool-around kind of guy. Like, dudes, you're going to keep doing that. You're going to wind up on the side.
His brother Jeff is even, more like that with no nonsense, and he runs the defense. So he's,
Yeah,
He's really hot right
I'd
now.
like to listen to him at halftime. Here comes the heat. Howe throws a quick hitter. He's got Underwood. He goes right to all the white jerseys. I thought if he made the move, went back outside, might have been able to beat him, but nonetheless, it's a first down for the Wolfpack.
That's what we said, though, before, John. You see how far off the corners were. The first couple drives, they weren't that far off. They were closer, and it was tougher to get a play like that. They're almost 10 yards off, and it's an easy pitch and catch first down. Great first down play.
Underwood's starting to become a little bit, he's like a mini Swiss Army knife right now. He's got to catch a couple more balls to be a little bit, he's got the speed sweep, he'll run the football, the return the punts, things like that, and he can catch into that repertoire, makes him a little more dangerous. Howe, under center, he gives it to Underwood. Underwood looks right-hand side, not much there. But, boy, he makes something out of nothing with 5-6 yards, and a late flag might be holding by that receiver out there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it could be. I saw a lot of white jerseys and not a lot of black jerseys, so. I'm going to say it probably is.
2:45 on the clock.
I thought it might be a face mask when he ran by, but I don't think it was.
It is the McCarthy Tire game of the night, blocking in the back downfield there. Thank our friends at Albini Funeral Home for sponsoring us tonight here on the John Mendola Show Network.
Albini Funeral Home, good kids that they have, good grandkids they have.
Absolutely. Couple of receivers over to the left-hand side. I backfield here. Howe, he's going to throw it. He's got Ardo in the flat, but he throws a lollipop. Kempinski's wide open on the flood route, and he's got the first down and a little bit more. And he gets wrestled out of bounds. That's going to be a late hit.
There's a flag.
That is silly on Valley View.
There's a flag here, too, so it's probably going to offset again.
Yep. Now, that after the play?
That was last week. This is what I'm saying to you. Well, I don't know if it'll be.
Like,
they had a lot of those. I mean, it depends on where it was.
It was out of bounds.
If it was after the play, then this is a huge play because then they'll mark one and mark the other one. But
otherwise,
I'm not sure.
Otherwise it could be offsetting.
Yeah, I'm going to say they're going to make it offsetting. That's the easy way out usually. But
somebody's hurt over there, so Wilkes-Barre is going to run out. We're going to take a timeout with the slight injury, and we'll be back.
Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. We do commercial, residential, roadside improvements, landscape maintenance, hydro seeding, and irrigation. Our goal is to provide results that exceed our clients' expectations. Located on Reese Street in Plains, give us a call, 570-824-TREE. That's 824-8733 for Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. No job too big or too small. Athletic Republic with 2 locations in Dallas and Moosic. Sports performance training for athletes. Gain an advantage by getting faster, stronger, more agile, and more powerful. Fitness classes for active adults. Functional, full body fitness that enables you to get more out of life. So visit our sports performance training in Moosic at 3356 Burney Avenue and in Dallas at 220 East Center Hill Road. For Moosic, call 570-346-2929. And in Dallas, 570-675-2600. Sports performance training for athletes at Athletic Republic with Dallas and Moosic locations. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante, located in the ShopRite Plaza, Route 502 in Covington Township, 570-842-2070. You can visit them online. It is Mendocino'sPizza.com. Like us on Facebook and Instagram, serving the North Pocono community for over 37 years. 570-842-2070, Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante. Monk Heating and Air Conditioning, servicing our community since 1917, providing professional service to Eastern and Central Pennsylvania for 4 generations. We specialize in residential and light commercial installations, replacements, and service of air conditioning and heating equipment. 24-hour emergency service, residential and commercial, retrofit and replacement, extended warranties on new equipment, and
penalty. They'll throw a lollipop high, and there's nothing there. Koharski came up quickly, and probably just a clock burner there. There wasn't much doing.
Yeah, I just think those plays are so hard to run into the short side of the field because there's so many bodies there, and you have the sideline as an extra defender, so it's tough. I like to use the field for that, especially with all that speed. Let them catch it and run with a little more space where you can kind of do a little more as far as faking guys out, maybe get a bigger play out of it.
Kayvon Creech, the second play here tonight. 151 here in the first half. This game's running a little long here with a lot of short passes. Receivers to every side, and Howe brings Underwood. Speed, sweeping. Can he get around the corner? And they string it out well, Valley View. Good run support over there coming up on that outside.
They're tough, like I said, on the perimeter there. Just because of the way the defense is set up, you really can't block everybody. You got to block them in space. And it's hard for high school kids to block people in space.
Skoblik. But now that sets you up for a wide side of the field here on the right-hand side.
Which is perfect for a right-handed quarterback, right? You can sprint them this way, come back with that flood play I ran before where you got the guy in the intermediate out pattern and he ran it down when they had the penalties.
3 receivers over to the right-hand side. You've got Kimbinski in the slot here, and Koharski rolls up here 4 yards off. Deep out wasn't there. It'll be Howe. He's going to keep it, and he'll get some positive yardage. Escorted out of bounds there, but clock ticking down to 47 seconds. 4th down.
I'm going to say get a play called here. Get up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, or not. I was going to say get a play called here. Go up to the line of scrimmage. See what they give you on defense. Then use your timeout just so you can get a little look.
We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. All right, Kimbinski far side. He's got Koharski on him. Looked like a receiver left early, deep out between 2 dudes, and nothing doing. I mean, 2 guys ran into each other.
I think he could have thrown it to either one of them. They were both open. They just were both running to the same spots, and I don't think one knew who was going to catch it. Obviously, one of them ran the wrong route there.
Yeah. 43 seconds here as we thank our friends at Albini Funeral Home tonight, sponsoring us here on our McCarthy Tire Game of the Night, our student broadcast here at Wilkes-Barre area. So appreciative of the students learning the art of broadcasting and getting involved in some manner. We hope to continue to grow that here at Wilkes-Barre area. Right-hand side. Across the 45-yard line.
So you'll get some bully ball here, right? I mean, if you could get big chunks like that, Loft's got a great leg. You might get in a position where you can kick a field goal maybe to end the half.
That's true. And again, we're tied at 7. It seems like Wilkes-Barre's a little better than Valley View right now, but we're tied up. And it's been a while since we saw Valley View with the football. Forget.
Yeah, Wilkes-Barre's been doing a good job chunking up the clock.
Koharski got cut down pretty quickly there after he got the football.
That should be the last play.
5 seconds left on the clock. I think Valley View's going to just head to the half. That's it, 7-7. McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. Wilkes-Barre Area Student Broadcast. George Wanich, John Mendola. We'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Diner, East Main Street in Wilkes-Barre, across from the casino. Fans, it's hard to find a place with a home-cooked taste. Open 7 days a week and 24 hours on the weekends for good food and the convenience of being open when your belly is hungry. Visit D's Diner tonight. Personal injury lawyers, Comets Law. Comets Law Firm is a full-service law firm serving clients throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, with particular emphasis on the greater Wilkes-Barre and Scranton area. But they also service Allentown, Philadelphia, State College, Pottsville, and Harrisburg. Personal injury, motor vehicle accidents, medical malpractice, family law. Call Personal Injury Lawyers, Comets Law, 570-829-1111. CometsLaw.com for Jonathan Comets and his team of lawyers. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 7. Fridays 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 1. Located at 4141 Bernie Ave in Moosic. The Ascent, Forester, Crosstrek, Legacy, and Impreza. You can call them toll free, 888-903-8015, or visit them online, ManukaSubaru.com. For Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. We'd like to thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Frank Sirokach, located at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sirokach. In Dunmore, talk to Jen Ricky Abeloff. She's located at 115 West Drinker Street in Dunmore, 570-342-9626. And in the Back Mountain, Melissa Walter, located at 1934 Memorial Highway in Shavertown. Call Melissa at 570-675-6960. Those are your local State Farm insurance agents that support the John Mendola Show. And we'd like to thank our friends at Sharp Seal Coat and Stripe. 570-262-5540 for Tim Pilch and his team at Sharp Seal Coat and Stripe. McCarthy Tire Service, celebrating over 97 years, trusted to keep America rolling. McCarthy Tire Service has been there for generations and family for the highest quality in tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 70 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We're one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire Service. Visit us on the web at McCarthyTire.com. Visit our friends at our Carol and Janelle and the Takeaway Kitchen, home of the famous Old Forge Pizza in the pizza capital of the world at 443 South Main Street. In business since 1962. 570-457-5555. You can visit them online at ourcarolandjanelle.com and the famous Takeaway Kitchen. Sharper Embroidery and Screen Printing, 570-714-3617. Custom screen printing and embroidery, 35 plus years experience in the apparel decorating industry. Multicolor embroidery, logo design, teamwear, corporate apparel. Visit our showroom at 1081 Main Street in Swarsville or give us a call, 570-714-3617, or visit us online at sharperembroidery.com. Visit Detailed Assets Auto Spa, located on 295 South River Street in Plains, located across from Bakery Delight. For premier auto detailing services in the area, choose Detailed Assets Auto Spa. They offer full rejuvenation enhancement, ceramic coating, wheel coating, glass coating, and more. 570-899-2254. Brian Frisbee will take care of your car. 570-899-2254 for Detailed Assets Auto Spa. We'd like to thank our friends at ECYEH Region 7. Education for Children and Youth Experiencing Homelessness program. Every child deserves school stability. We thank our friends at ECYEH Region 7. Tracy Zarola of Lewis and Freeman Real Estate, representing buyers and sellers in the Back Mountain, West Side, and all of northeastern Pennsylvania. Call Tracy if you're looking to sell your home. 570-696-0723. Buyers are out there. Don't miss yours. Tracy is a consistent top producer and is committed to making your real estate experience an easy one. When you think of buying or selling a home, think Tracy Zarola at Lewis and Freeman. We thank our friends at Chancellor Financial Trusted Advisors. Services include asset management, retirement planning, education planning, estate planning, and tax planning. Give Bob Dwyer and his team a call for a free consultation, 570-822-4475. Chancellor Financial, located on Public Square in Wilkes-Barre. McCarthy Tire Service, celebrating over 97 years, trusted to keep America rolling. McCarthy Tire Service has been there for generations and family for the highest quality in tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 70 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We're one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire Service. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com. We'd like to thank our friends at ECYEH Region 7, Education for Children and Youth Experiencing Homelessness program. Every child deserves school stability. We thank our friends at ECYEH Region 7. At Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated, we do commercial, residential, roadside improvements, landscape maintenance, hydro seeding, and irrigation. Our goal is to provide results that exceed our clients' expectations. Located on Reese Street in Plains, give us a call, 570-824-TREE. That's 824-8733 for Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. No job too big or too small. Athletic Republic with 2 locations in Dallas and Moosic. Sports performance training for athletes. Gain an advantage by getting faster, stronger, more agile, and more powerful. Fitness classes for active adults. Functional, full body fitness that enables you to get more out of life. So visit our sports performance training in Moosic at 3356 Burney Avenue and in Dallas at 220 East Center Hill Road. For Moosic, call 570-346-2929. And in Dallas, 570-675-2600. Sports performance training for athletes at Athletic Republic with Dallas and Moosic locations. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante, located in the ShopRite Plaza, Route 502 in Covington Township, 570-842-2070. You can visit them online. It is mendocinospizza.com. Like us on Facebook and Instagram, serving the North Pocono community for over 37 years. 570-842-2070. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante. Monk Heating and Air Conditioning, servicing our community since 1917, providing professional service to Eastern and Central Pennsylvania for 4 generations. We specialize in residential and light commercial installations, replacements, and service of air conditioning and heating equipment. 24-hour emergency service, residential and commercial, retrofit and replacement, extended warranties on new equipment, and much more. Give Monk Heating and Air Conditioning a call at 570-333-COOL or visit them online at monkhvac.com. That's monkhvac.com for Monk Heating and Air Conditioning. Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152 from our friends at Albini Funeral Home. Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152 from our friends at Albini Funeral Home. Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152 from our friends at Albini Funeral Home.
right, here we go, second half. Coach George Hawanitz, John Mendola here in the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. The Cougars will receive the football, and that is a good kick. And fumbled into the end zone on the touchback.
Another good kick there, right? We said if you can get the ball into the end zone and have a team start at the 20.
That's the first
problematic.
One. Yeah, Sanchez usually not the kickoff guy. It's usually the other guy, but I don't see him here tonight. And Sanchez has not kicked the ball in the end zone that I've seen, so that's a good positive play for the Wolfpack. So, George, halftime adjustments. What do you do if you're Valley View if you have to do a whole lot because you've had some success and we're tied up?
Yeah, I don't think they'll change very much. I think you'll see more quarterback run like you saw. Like I said, you just want to limit those negative plays that they had. But other than that, I mean, here you're seeing power I think they're just going to go right at them.
So here we go. The Big Daddies in the backfield and tackled from behind, but positive yardage for Valley View to start here. And I would give a whole dose of Slowinski and, the rest of the big guys there for Valley View, like you say.
Right, and I told you before, I thought, the coaches, I think they really want to play bully ball tonight. They want to see if they can handle those defensive guys up front and just try to pound the ball, take the clock down so you don't give Wilkes-Barre the ball as much in the second half and see if you can put the ball in the end zone.
Right, I think that is a great point. Keep the ball out of Jake Howe's hands. And here we go. Let's power it up. Power I. Fake it, Swolinski, right-hand side. He's got room, and he's been good all night. I like one.
They just bring so many bodies out there, like I said. Now, that's pretty much what Prep did to Valley View in week one. They just took so many bodies out, and they had Paris, Prep's quarterback, was just an extra runner, and he was, there was free run lanes. He was getting 10, 15, 20 yards a clip. You're seeing that same thing here with Swolinski.
Weather. Absolutely gorgeous tonight. The moon getting a little lower just over the school. The blue light poles and right-hand side. Reed gets swung around, but he still gets positive yards. Big pile up there. And, man, he gets biffled at the end.
So this is going to be a tone-setting drive, right, for the second half now. We don't see any spread, which we saw a little bit in the first half, like the one-back stuff. This is straight, full house backfield, hand the ball off with extra blockers, and just try to power you down the field.
I kind of like the mashed potato gravy here from Valley View approach here in this second half. It's like, okay, this is what we're giving you. You can't get enough of it, and till you stop it, right? Till the sticks don't move.
Yeah, they have the ability to do kind of either, right? So if they get a team that wants to pack the box, you spread them out and throw a little bit. If you get a team that doesn't want to do that and you think you can power them, then stay in those formations and get it done.
Bring a guy out wide to each side, single back in the backfield, but Swolinski will do his thing, and he gets close to the sticks.
So that's that same play they ran the first half, right? Spread you out, single back. Swolinski takes the handoff, takes one step back, and then it's like quarterback draw right over the center. And it's worked well every time they've run it, three times.
Let's talk about the up front for Valley View. How many of those offensive linemen are single-way guys?
I think all of them tonight. So, again, you're going to have 5 fresh linemen in there, plus the tight ends, who for the most part will be fresh.
Jimmy
fourth quarter comes.
Yeah, Jimmy Gerscavage trying to go both ways. We saw him get winded a little bit in that first half.
Games like this, too, when you're playing defense and they're just steamrolling you get tired quick, right? I mean, you need a break, and that's what happens here. It's just, it's a lot of double teams at the point of attack, and they're driving you back, and you feel like there's nothing you could do to stop it. You seem to it tires you out quick.
Here is Gerscavage coming out. Now, if you're Wilkes-Barre, you see the adjustment already. Listen, they're pounding us. What are we going to do to stop this if you're Eddie Michaels?
Well, you can pack the box a little more. You could slant your linemen a little bit just to try to get them in free gaps, maybe get a tackle for loss.
Power I, but it's Swolinski right-hand side. Keeping, he gets hit up high, but he still gets 4 or 5 yards.
The problem you run into, though, is if you pack the box and you do some of that, Swolinski has the ability to throw. So now you fake a toss or fake a run, stand up, and there's usually guys running free down the field. That's kind of the way these offenses work.
And to your point, 2 long balls were inches away from being a touchdown or a long completion.
Right, and Scott will bide his time here, calling his plays, and then he'll find a spot that he thinks he can take a shot and hope that they can make a completion and get a big play.
McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. Thank our friends at Albini Funeral Home in Jessup for sponsoring us tonight. Receiver to the far left, and they give it to the big guy. He's got plenty of room. He's rumbling down the field, and it's a first down and more. Reed to the 28-yard line.
So they go back to that formation, John, where they've been running quarterback draw, and they run fullback trap instead. So same kind of concept, just with a different body running the ball.
Griskevich comes in. Now a different lineman comes out. And right now, the Wolfpack getting out-muscled by the Cougars. We're tied at 7. And now you're bringing the shifty Kuharski and these other couple of guys. And now you might give them a little dose of this and that.
I think you'll see Scott usually 1st and 10 inside the 30. He likes to take a shot. So you might see them take a shot right here. Might be like a fake toss, and then they try to hit a tight end down the seam.
McLean far out there. Right side, Kuharski's got plenty of space to see if they can close the gap, but a hold is coming up. It is a first down, but a hold's coming up.
And that's exactly what you don't want, right? We talked about staying ahead of the sticks. This is going to take you way behind the sticks.
So Kuharski showed the kind of wheels that he has over on that right-hand side. 7:27 on the clock in quarter number 3.
It always kills you as a coach because you're running the ball, running efficiently, right? You run it again, holding penalty. And in high school, the edges are usually where you see the holds called a lot more than anything else, right? You very seldomly see things up the middle, like those plays they've run with the quarterback draw and trap. It's those wide kind of tosses or zone plays do you see usually the holding penalties called because it's tough in space, like we said before, to block guys in space.
First down and 1,000,000 here for Valley View, but they have put together a nice drive with the one miscue thus far. Right side Reed, little trappage. Cut it back.
I thought for sure that was going to be the quarterback draw again.
Yeah,
Same
me
formation.
too.
They've been getting 8 to 10. You would have gotten your penalty yardage back.
It's 7-7. This is a great game. I mean, you got 7-7, but this is back and forth, and both teams doing some positive stuff.
It seems like every time a team gets a good drive, there's always that one bad play. It's been a penalty, really, for most of them. Wilkes-Barre had it the last time before the half. They got that holding penalty on the when there was a personal foul after a long catch. Here, a penalty.
Give to the back again, down to the 30. Well, staying with the steady here, the Cougars with 6:40 to go. And again, a little personnel change here on 3rd down and long.
You're 2 downs here, right? I don't know if they'll have their kicker kick a 40-yard field goal if they don't get this. So I'm assuming they'll just try to get 5 to 7 yards, make it 4th and manageable, and then, take a shot for that first down.
I would go Swalinski. Or Swalinski? Yep. Probably been calling him a wrong name. He's going to beat me up later. Here's a little
this
shifty.
Could be the quarterback draw again.
This looks like it. Swalinski right-hand side, and he stays on his feet for that.
Just as good, right?
Yep.
So that was what I told you in the first half. They like to empty it and then throw the tight end dump. They covered a tight end dump, so the middle is all cleared out. He goes and runs the same thing like he did before.
Zach Swalinski has showed running like a man right now. Bringing different personnel. Swalinski comes out. Going for the field goal?
Yeah. I like this, John. I'm going to tell you why. They're going to play in a lot of tough games. It might be tight. You have a freshman kicker in there. And
Wolfpack call a timeout? Like what? I wouldn't call a timeout. But they're saying, hey, 40-yard field goal coming up. We got to call a timeout and see what we're going to do. 5:31 on the clock. We'll be back.
Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152. from our friends at Albini Funeral Home.
Well, George, here we go. It is 4th down. Swalinski is the quarterback. Hard count. Wolfpack not jumping yet. So a change in the field goal opportunity here, huh?
This is interesting to me. Because are you going to kick it now?
They don't look like they're kicking it. They're going to the play sheet. Like maybe that timeout by Wilkes-Barre was super smart.
That was good by Wilkes-Barre because in the first half, Valley View jumped twice on those hard counts, right?
So we got a timeout on the field. They're going to think about it. We're going to think about it. We'll be right back. Now we're into Loff, a 40-yard freshman field goal. Boy, it's closer to 41.
He's got a strong enough leg.
It is a banger, little left, but I think no good. Oh, man.
He had the distance.
Yeah, he didn't hit it right, but it still, like, made the distance, and somehow the heat. How do you recover in the sense of, okay, you controlled the line of scrimmage, you drove the ball down 50 yards, but you got nothing out of it. That
stinks.
stinks.
Half the quarter, right?
Yep.
So you're holding the ball away from Wilkes-Barre, which is as good as anything, right? Not letting them have the ball in their hand. And like I said to you before, I think that's a great decision just because you're going to be in a lot of big games coming down to the wire at the end. You got a freshman kicker. Give him a shot to kick something in a meaningful game, and you see where he can go. And then it lets you also kind of gauge where his sweet spot is from, when you're getting ready to kick a field goal.
Wyoming area has got back into that game 20-17. They trail. Oh, they got him over the middle. Big Daddy, and a first down for the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack, Nick Saraceno.
I love this from Wilkes-Barre. I thought we'd see more of this in the first half. They went to more of a conventional kind of offense, but I really thought they'd spread them out, let him do his what he can do back there as a quarterback with all those good weapons, and he hit the right guy there.
Receivers to each side. Jay Cowlett, see what his dissection is like, not only in biology, but here in the field at Wilkes-Barre. They're bringing the heat on him. Howe's got to break containment and run. He's got all kind of room over there, and he slides down near the 50.
And that's what kills defenses, right? When you get mobile quarterbacks like that, everybody's covered. He gets a little pressure. He ducks it. 13, 14-yard gain.
Chain gang mover, under 5 minutes to go. Thank our friends at Albini Funeral Home for sponsoring us tonight. This is the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night here in the Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. They're trying to hurry up. 3 receivers over to the right-hand side. It's not like you're going to make Valley View tired, but maybe you're going to make them not get set in the defense they want. Valley View backs off the heat. They throw it to 3 dudes around Underwood, but a first down.
Jake does such a nice job of reading things and putting the ball, like you see college and NFL quarterbacks, putting it in a spot where only the receiver can catch it. You saw him there throw a little behind and down, where the only guy that could catch it was his receiver, and a nice huge gain on first down.
A great job by Underwood. He made another catch there, getting a little bit more confidence. Receivers over to the right-hand side. Howe throws a deep ball. Gimbitsky wide open. Touch me down. Wolfpack score at 31 yards.
I think that's the spot you got to go to.
Crazy stuff.
But you want to go to that spot because you have a receiver on with an outside linebacker.
Heck of a play there by the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack to hit Trayvon Gimbitsky for the score.
And that throw is perfect, John. Pinpoint accuracy there.
Here comes the pending extra point here for the Wolfpack. It's up, ain't pretty, it's good. 14-7 with 4:12 to go. Quarter number 3, time out of the field. We'll be back. All right, all of a sudden, the Wolfpack go up 14-7, and that's the right kind of kick, and taken down at the 15-yard line. Here comes Valley View upfield, and they carry a guy with them to the 33-yard line. George, you're expecting pound the rock here for Valley View again?
Yeah, I mean, it's 14-7 now, so it's not like you're down 2 scores where you know you have to get a touchdown back quickly. So they'll probably line right back up on what they're doing, drive down, and hope they can have a drive be sustained instead of stalling out like inside the 20 like it just did. So
score hot off the press. Walnut Pack 7-6 over Honesdale. Second half.
Interesting game. That's the East or the Shrine Bowl up there, so that's like a big to do in the Wayne and Pike areas.
Right hand side, couple of receivers. Give right hand side. Reed has room. Reed is rumbling. Flag comes down for Valley View after the first down, usually a hold.
I'm going to be interested to see what this is, because usually, as you know, the years I've been coaching, the officials, if the ball's away, like a ball that goes away from, which would be towards us here, usually they don't throw a holding penalty. And they literally tell you that. Like, we'd have coaches meetings, they'd be like, hey, somebody away from the play, we're never going to throw a hold. So I'm anxious to see what this is actually going to be.
Could have been like a backside tackle, maybe got to a linebacker.
No, there you go.
No call. So the official came in from the side, spoke to the umpire, and he said, nah, I didn't see that. So it's a first down here for the Cougars.
And that's they usually tell them that just to keep the pace of the game going, that they don't worry too much about the opposite side of the play. So they'll throw a flag if it's to the play, but anything away, they let go.
1st and 10, Valley View. Quarter number 3, right-hand side. Kaharski trying to burst it. Gets hit hard over there by that sideline. Looked like it was just inbounds.
And you're not going to have any panic, like I said. Again, only down 1 score. They know you're getting 5, 6, 7 yards a clip. They'll keep lining up in this and keep pounding the rock.
Second down, Paul to 47.
I just think sometimes you got to take a shot. Like, just because, you know, you're going to have some opportunities, you're going to need to throw the ball at some point in time, and you got to kind of work those things through.
Single receiver over to the left, single on the right with that eye backfield. Tight ends there on the left-hand side. They give a little trappage up front, and Wilkes-Barre handles it well.
Great play by the defensive tackle. He slid underneath the blocker and tackled that for probably a 1-yard gain.
So 64, Derek does the job. Just a sophomore, 250 pounds, but able to handle the big running back. Third down and short here for Valley View. 2:50 on the clock and moving.
I like how Wilkes-Barre, you know, Valley View will get a play on them, then they come back with it, and they've done a pretty good job adjusting and making a play after that, especially that defensive front.
Dallas and Abington Heights in a battle out in the back mountain. Power eye backfield on the right. They give it. No, Swolinski keeping it. He's got the first down a little bit more.
And that's what I was saying to you before, John. Too many bodies out there, right? So they go power eye to the right. They run all the power backs to the right. So now you have a guard, a tackle, a tight end, three backs, really, because the three backs in the eye are all leading and a quarterback with the ball. You just can't defend it. There's too many bodies there.
Crampage, timeout. We're going to take a timeout here. It is 14-7 Wolfpack.
Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152 from our friends at Albini Funeral Home. Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152 from our friends at Albini Funeral Home.
All right, long injury, quick play right after. We hope Swilinski is better, but it'll be Kaharski keeping it on the right-hand side. Shifty gets towards the first down.
So this is kind of what you would see from Valley View last year. They used Swilinski a little bit. They used Kaharski a little bit. They used Malsberger a little bit. Last year they had Don Mimo played before. So Scott would run, 5, 6, 7 guys sometimes at quarterback. And again, he knows what plays are working, so he'll get a guy in there with a little more speed, fake what they just faked, and quarterback keep.
Second down and short. Valley View looks fresh when they run out to this line here as we approach quarter number 4. Left-hand side, direct Reed, first down.
So you go speed at quarterback. Now you go Reed at quarterback, who's going to just come like a sledgehammer and, downhill and right at you for 2 yards.
Preston Reed, 6'1", 225. Koharski back in. Now, that injury to Swolinski took a little bit to get him off the carpet. Not sure if it was a cramp or if it was, just something in that lower leg. But obviously we hope he's okay. Such a force he was this game, even though they trail right now. Koharski in the gun as the quarterback. He's going to run it. Right-hand side, tackled by the ankles. No, he breaks that tackle. It was Ardo almost had him.
That was a great penetration by the defense there. And again, remember we talked about don't get those minus plays. And he did a good job of not turning that into a minus, right? Breaking that tackle would have been a -3 play. We would have been 2nd and 13 instead. You're 2nd and 9.
Your play clock is 1 second ahead of the game clock, so you've got to run a play here to end this third quarter. I don't think they're going to have any problem with it. Probably getting to the teens here.
And I don't think they really care here. They're just going to keep running plays they're running, so that's not going to have much effect.
2nd and 9. They gave it to the fullback, and he is met, but squirms around for 3.
Pretty good defense.
Maybe 4. Final play of quarter number 3. We will take a break. Quarter number 4 coming your way. 14-7 Wolfpack McCarthy Tire Game of the Night here in the Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast.
Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152 from our friends at Albini Funeral Home.
All right, George, fourth quarter, 14-7.
I'm going to bet Valley View is going to run the ball, John.
Yeah. Bring their guy over. Swolinski is healthy, and he's back. Left side.
Oh, great
Knock
play.
the pins out.
Great play.
At Underwood? That's a heck of a blow. That kid, I'm telling you, he is a rock solid, like $148.
Down low, right, where he needs to be. If he's high, he's going to get run over.
You're knocking 225 pounds off the ground. That's
all
not
of
easy.
That too. He's that's like a play Coach Wasilchak's been running for the last couple of years. It's just a quarterback counter play. They fake a toss, and he follows the 2 linemen out on the edge.
All of a sudden, it's 4th down.
This is a big play here, right?
Obviously, yeah. I mean, it's, you don't kick the field goal here. You're like, okay, they stack it up over on left. They're going to call timeout. They didn't like whatever. It's 11:17 on the clock, and we'll be back. We are back. 4th down. Georgia won. It's 11-17. Timeout, Valley View. Here comes the play. And they're going to throw it. And he's open by a little thread at first down. Touchdown. Ho, ho, ho. There's your guy.
It's Marino. And usually when they put him in a tight end, that's kind of he's there to block, but I mean he's probably their most skilled tight end as far as catching the ball and running after the catch.
Any chance you fool around here and go for 2? You got a great kicker.
Yeah, I'm going to say no with a good kicker. If your kicker was a little shaky, I'd say maybe. But it's early. I mean, there's still 11 minutes left, so you're going to probably get the ball at least 2 or 3 times more.
Here comes Loft, the freshman kicker. Wilkes-Barre's going to try to see if they can come off the edge here, but it's blocked. And the Wolfpack get a paw on it and lead 14-13.
Great effort there.
Guy got hurt there for the Wolfpack. 11:09 on the clock. We will be back here at Wolfpack Stadium. We got a heck of a football game here at Wolfpack Stadium tonight, week 3. It is Wilkes-Barre area leading by a hair, and your chinny chin chin 14-13. George Hawanitz and myself tonight as we welcome you to Wolfpack Stadium. Underwood from the 5. Underwood meandering, and he gets wrapped around, still on his feet. This is dangerous. No flags right now. Underwood down that right sideline. He's still scampering. Devon Underwood. All the way down near the 30-something yard line. No yellow hankies. Ridiculous play by Underwood.
I don't know what's more impressive.
There's the replay.
So great moves there, right? He comes left and then all the way back to the right, picks up a couple blockers, no blocks in the back, no holds, right?
Yeah.
Great play, which I don't know if that's more impressive or the run he just had, right? No, as you call it, yellow hankies on the field. Usually almost always see one.
There you see.
You see the lead of blockers there as he goes down the sideline. They get him almost like a horse collar at about the 30-yard line. Sets him up great after just giving up a scoring drive.
Yeah, momentum has just been like both ways, what Valley View's done. But Jake Howe, he's in control. Scissor action out in the flat to the big tight end, and that is a beautiful design play near the sticks. I like that play.
That's just true. You see a lot of the NFL teams doing this with an H-back where they'll fake the ball to a back and then slide the guy from the left out to the right. And it's tough because you don't see him coming, right? You think he's going to block, and he slides out in the flat. It's a easy pitch and catch. Jake Howe is so patient. I'm really impressed with how patient he is when he throws. He doesn't rush anything. He takes his time, delivers everything right to the chest.
Howe is looking. He's looking across to Gimbitsky. He's got his guy near the 20-yard line. Nice shoestring tackle, but the sticks are going to move.
We're going to be in cramp fest now. You could tell you start to, the weather starts to kind of get a little sticky, and see a lot.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here at Wolfpack Stadium.
Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152 from our friends at Albini Funeral Home.
So Gimbitsky goes off in a lot of pain there. I hope he's okay. They've moved the big tight end out on single coverage against Koharski. So we'll see if Nick Saracena gets any looks here. Did they bring a guy in? They got enough players. That's what, 4 seconds on the clock, 3. Jake Howe somehow gets it off. He fakes it, and he gets met immediately there. That was almost like,
I think that was supposed to be a pass. He had the receiver deep jumping around in the end zone, so I think he was supposed to fake that and throw it, but it didn't seem that way because he kept it quick.
10:20 on the clock. Trail dominant tonight over Berwick. Crestwood dominant tonight over Tunk. Underwood right-hand side, there's nothing there. Great job up front by Valley View. I couldn't see who that defensive guy was, but it was the same guy who just tackled Howe.
Yeah, I think it was one of the outside linebackers. I'm going to guess it was either Wasilchak, who's an outside backer, or Skoblik. Usually they're the two guys that roam out there.
So now, interestingly enough, it's 9:39 on the clock. It's 1 point Wolfpack lead. Valley View is a very good kicker, but had the extra point blocked. And the Wolfpack trying to get a first down, and Gimbitsky is still down on that side. Howe catches it with one hand. He's looking to throw it. He's going to get it off. He's got a guy at the 5. Open for a first down at the 2-yard. Rajon Watson. How did he fit it in that window?
I'm telling you, he's so patient with everything. You can see him. He rolls out to his left, and he just kind of like hovers there. He pulls his hips around, gets himself in a position, just hit the open receiver for a huge gain on third down.
Well, our camera people here, our students, and our computer gurus in production. And Howe looks like he's going to sneak it. He doesn't. Gives it to Underwood. He just rolls into the end zone, I think. Touchdown, Wolfpack. I don't want to say Valley View gave up on that play because they did, but it just somehow looked like the Wolfpack just either caught them off guard there.
Yeah, I just think they had them on their heels a little bit after that pass. They got up to the ball relatively quick, right? They go to a tighter package. And, in that 4-4 defense, if you don't fill the gaps, there's a lot of empty gaps.
That was one of the.
They went right to that gap.
And the rare look like power football
right.
for Wilkes-Barre tonight. We haven't seen much of that. Valley View's been pretty dominant up front. Extra point is up and no good. A hair left. Ooh, that makes things interesting.
That evens it up a little bit now, right?
8:53 on the clock. Timeout here at Wolfpack Stadium. It is Wilkes-Barre area 20, Valley View 13. We will be back, George Hawanitz and me. Wolfpack by a touchdown over the Cougars of Valley View after the missed extra point. The ball bouncing on the carpet and bounces up in the air at the 15. Koharski trying to make people miss, and he makes plenty miss. He's still on his feet. He's trying to hold on there across the 37-yard line. Good return by Koharski.
He's like the one person you don't want to kick the ball to out there, right? So just because of his ability to escape tackles, make people miss, his speed's good, good feet. So
it's been a long time. I remember seeing the kid when he was like 5 or 6 years old walking around. I haven't seen him since. And he grew up, and he's playing well.
Yeah, he's really athletic, and like I said, big playmaker for them.
8:43 on the clock. Here comes Valley View. Pound the rock time. Let's see what they can do. That's middle looks open in the middle of the field there. Positive yardage.
So, John, no panic here, right? You have almost 9 minutes left, 8.5. Plenty of time to go down and score. The field's been shortened a little bit because of that good kick return. So they're not going to change anything they're doing. They're just going to keep pounding it, use the clock again, like I said. That doesn't let, hopefully that doesn't let Wilkes-Barre area get the ball back with much time left if they do get it back with any.
Do you give yourself 2 offensive series if you could, like in the sense of you pound the rock, and then maybe that play that you're saying to that tight end or receiver where it's a little surprising?
I think they'll take one shot.
They keep it. Swilinski left side. He is met
defense
by 2 dudes out there.
Wilkes-Barre's done a nice job of coming under blocks. Anybody who's watching this at home, but instead of forcing everything back in, they're kind of coming under everything, and their speed's so good they could chase down from behind.
One guy down right now for the Wolfpack. Valley View crew comes over to check on him with a nice sportsmanship, obviously, by the Valley View Cougar staff over there. 7:47 on the clock. Timeout. We'll be back.
Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152 from our friends at Albini Funeral Home.
We are back. Hey, the football blitz, George, tonight. I saw a picture of you up there.
Big one tonight, right?
Yeah.
Week 3.
Swilinski.
Might be a little late tonight.
Yeah, it might be a little late tonight. You got to get up early tomorrow, but you had to get up early last week. How'd you make it out to Pitt?
Well, I'll tell you, last week I had down and back to Pitt on Saturday. Adam had a game against they played Kent State, and then my son Dylan plays baseball at Boston College. We had to move him into Boston College Monday up and back. So I spent 20 hours last weekend in the car.
Wow.
But it was good to see my kids, so it's worth the 20. My wife and I are worth the 20-hour drive.
1st and 10, so Valley View gets the job done with 7:05 on the clock. They trail by a score. They're going to throw it. Here's the up-topper. They got their dudes deep. He's wide open. Oh,
he missed him.
Just overthrown. Man, that was close. And they're back there like, you missed. Well, Gimbitsky's not in, right?
Yeah, and that's the one. Beyond McLean is probably their, other than Koharski, their best receiver.
Marino, I thought, was open too.
Yeah,
the tight end.
Probably had both of them. They're taking a shot there. I told you that was like before when they're.
That's
the
shot.
A lot of times double tights or something, they'll sneak a guy out, take a shot.
Oh, boy, you got a feel for the Cougars right now. They're just inches away.
And those are the ones you have to hit, right? Because you're going to get 1 or 2 shots at that.
Yep. They've had 3 shots, and they're 0 for 3 on the shots.
That easy one.
The easy one they got the touchdown on.
Yeah. Back to the run game.
Reed, left side. He gets hit by one, and another comes to clean up before we bring up 3rd down Wolfpack got to hope that clock kind of does what it does. Jake Howe, if he gets the ball back, he's got to keep the ball inside the numbers pretty much, if he can do that.
I'm going to guess this is 4-down territory for Coach Wasilchak, just because of the time and how your defense did the last drive on that against Wilkes-Barre. So I'm going to say he's going to have 2 plays here ready to go. Maybe take a timeout after, if there is a 4th down play. And
7 seconds on the play clock. This is going to be close, I think. Snap it with 2. Left side, Reed's got room. He's got a 1st down.
So now you're definitely 2 down or 4 downs here, right? You'll take all your time here and milk the clock as much as you can.
How did Gimbitsky come back after that cramp? Back on the field, 4.
Must have the pickle juice or beet juice over here on the sideline.
Thank our friends at Albini Funeral Home for sponsoring us tonight here on the John Mendola Show Network. It is the McCarthy Tire game of the night. 2 receivers over to the right, 2 receivers to the left. They'll bring a guy in motion, speed sweeping, no. They'll throw the quick hitter. It's a slant, and this one's a connection. The ball did not come loose. I saw something fly over there. It must have been a big bug, but good yardage.
Yeah, it's a good play, 1st and 10, right? And again, probably don't think you're going to do it. They've run the ball so many times now. Excuse me. So catch him off guard, easy 8-yard play.
Another Wolfpack player on the ground. It's not Gimbitsky. 5:22 we're down to. Cougars driving. We'll be back. Valley View right to the line of scrimmage. Wolfpack don't look like they're ready. Now they get in position. 2nd and short. They fake it high. Reed gets the pins knocked out, but he's got a 1st down.
So, John, you'll see now, we talked about in the first half how Valley View goes one way, right? So their linemen are relatively fresh. A lot of the Wilkes-Barre kids going both ways. So this is where you see if it actually pays dividends here on drives like this to be able to finish a game out.
I mean, this thing's a coin flipper the way this gone. And Wolfpack are up 7, but Valley View, they've played toe to toe, helmet to helmet. This has been a heck of a football game.
A great game.
Single back. Reed. Swolinski out. No, just dropped.
Another easy one, right? Should have been a catch. Again, another 8-yard gain. I like that call, though.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about it is it stops the clock.
Right.
And you want to try to play keep away here a little bit. But they're getting 5 and 6 yards on a run. You're 4-down territory here, so not really that big of a deal with that miss on 1st down.
Talk about these kids in the weight room at Valley View. They buy into that program for Coach Wasilchak, obviously back in the day with you.
Yeah. I mean, we have Bobby Aiello there at Valley View, great weight trainer for them, and he's been there for a while. So the kids all buy in, and all winter they're in there. They bust their butts in there.
They get the play off there. It's a give and go, a stop and go, a touch me down. He's got it. It finally paid off. McLean in the end zone.
Great catch. Just a stop and go. So they've been running so many stop routes. You'll see him pump here, little hitch, and then a go. Perfect catch. He goes up vertical, catch it at the highest point, touchdown.
Now, George, here you go. What are you doing? 2, it looks like, right?
He'll go for 2. I'm going to guarantee it. I said it to you during the break. I said Coach Wasilchak will go for 2.
20-19, 4:39 on the clock. I just run it,
yeah.
right? Swolinski.
I mean, that's probably what they'll do here. It's early, though. You know, it's still 4:39. I mean, it's.
Here they come. Reed in the backfield, power I. You just let everybody run and have Swolinski follow him around the corner. Hard count up front. Swolinski gives a little pointer. Still counting. Trying to make him jump to get a little bit closer. Timeout.
I just don't think they would have stopped the power I play anyway.
Nope, I don't either. Timeout. We'll be right back here.
Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152 from our friends at Albini Funeral Home.
We're playing into the night. It is 20-19, Wolfpack by 1. 4:39 on the clock. Valley View's going for 2. Now, 3's in the backfield. Is that McLean?
Yeah.
Okay. So McLean goes out into the slot. Swalina by himself. He's going to throw it. Pop pass doesn't have it. He's rolling. He gets sacked. And the ball comes loose. Jimmy Greskevich with the monstrous play.
So this was the play we said before. They like to spread you out, go empty. Usually 2 options. It'll be a quarterback draw type of thing, or usually you'll see a tight end dump to one of the tight ends. You see everybody spread out here in the field. Wilkes-Barre does a great job of covering everybody up. See, he wants to go right to the middle to the tight ends. They get bunched up. Pressure, nowhere to throw. Great play, great defense by Wilkes-Barre.
I think you and I thought, okay, they're going to get this Valley View based on what they've done. Somehow, the Wolfpack rise to the occasion there, and a huge play.
I coached at Valley View for 16 years. My wife, Eileen, I would come home after usually a loss or a close win, and she'd say, why'd you run this play or that play? And I think they'll look back at this and probably say, you know, maybe we should have stayed in that power I and just done what we've been doing the whole game. But, again, it's one of those plays. If it works, you're a genius. If it doesn't, why you're running it.
Absolutely. You're right. Your wife's questioning you when you get home. I love it. She's going to question you tonight again when you get home.
She probably could have called most of the plays that we would run. So,
Western Wayne beats Wyoming area 34-23. Mid-Valley dominating Old Forge. Riverside all over Lakeland. Carbondale over Holy Redeemer. Lake Lehman in a commando. Holy Cross Hanover in a tight one. And here it is ultra tight. And this goes to the end zone. Jake Howe, what are you going to do?
Well, he's gonna be a manager, game manager right now, right? So, Valley View, no timeouts. You know they can't stop the clock. I always think this is a tough situation for a coach that's like a spread, hurry-up kind of coach, because you don't want to move the ball too fast, but you don't want to give the Valley View the ball back with a lot of time either. So you really have to be, you got to have a good game plan here. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be run on first down, run on second down. That'll get at least 90 seconds off the clock, and then maybe third down if you have to throw, you make something easy and keep them in bounds.
Now, they've held on to the football, the Wolfpack.
Yes.
That was one of their concerns. Underwood. Now as Valley View stack it up a little bit, knowing there could be runnage, fakeage, Howe, keepage, right-hand side, and he slides down there. I think they've told him, listen, we need you. You can't get hurt.
Right.
Can't take a hit.
Right, you saw what happened last week. I mean, if he gets hurt, the game's pretty much, you're struggling to get a win, right? I'm not going to say it's over, but you're putting yourself in a bad spot. So, same thing there. They'll milk the clock down here. It's not a bad play. Keeps the clock running. Problem is there's no gain. Like I said, you don't want to give them Valley View the ball back with a lot of time.
Howe is going to throw it. He's looking out, and his guy fell down. It's picked off. His guy fell down, and Valley View picks it off. Gimbitsky goes down. They went to the well once too often. Brady Skeen.
Skeen's been doing a great job for them. Kind of a late starter. He was, a kid who came out his first year as a sophomore. His brother was excellent. Played for us in our district championship years. Was receiver, running back, played quarterback for us when Adam got hurt. And he's really come into his own on this defense and done a great job in that defensive spot.
Now, we have not seen number 12 a whole lot. I think he's banged up a little bit. Kieslowski for the Wolfpack. He is now in defensively here. I saw him on the sideline a little bit. Looked like, nursing something. Not sure what it is, but.
So Valley View's going to do the same thing. Milk the clock. Try to get a late score. Wilkes-Barre has 2 timeouts they can use to stop the clock.
Power eye left. It is Swalinski keeping around the corner. He's got all kinds of room. Still on his feet. Down inside the 5-yard line.
Great play here. This is that same play they've been running, right? It's student body left with a quarterback follow. Again, tough to defend. I thought they had it defended pretty well here. They just couldn't find a spot to wrap him up.
And is that him down again? Over
Somebody's
on that sideline,
down.
I think it's him.
Could be.
All right, timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back here at Wolfpack Stadium.
Albini Funeral Home in Jessup. We understand that saying goodbye to a loved one is one of the hardest moments in life. With over 50 years of compassionate service, our dedicated team provides personalized care and attention to every family. From traditional funerals to customized memorial services, we are here to support you every step of the way. At Albini Funeral Home, we offer a comforting space where memories can be shared and healing can begin. Let us help you honor your loved one with dignity and grace. Contact us at albinifh.com or 570-489-1152 from our friends at Albini Funeral Home.
Harry near just a little short. Well, that was quick.
So Swalinski goes out. They're going to pretty much hand the ball to Reed here, right? So he's going to be their power back, their bulldozer back. You're going to get quarterback sneak here or the same exact play to Reed. They want to use the clock here, though. You want to take all that 25 seconds are left on the play clock all the way down.
You not want to score here and run another 30
Well, I'm
off?
horrible because I'm thinking to myself here, you should almost take a knee.
Yeah, I know.
Don't give it up. Make them use a timeout.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be able to get in. You got 2 plays to get in. You won't do that, but.
Quarterback sneak. The ball's fumbled. He didn't get in. I thought he fumbled the football. He went and got
definitely
it.
did fumble the football.
Oh, boy. And, you haven't taken a snap in a bit. Casey Malsberger, that's a tough assignment.
See, I'm thinking Wilkes-Barre now should be taking a timeout. I want to use the timeout, save the clock. You're going to have to get the ball back.
Right, 2:36
They're going to run
clock.
this down to 2 minutes,
All right, Malsberger, not easy. He's got a tough assignment here. Left side, Reed scores. Penalty. Don't know what it is, but I think they said after the play.
So same play we've seen, right? I mean, it's just that power eye, hand the ball to Reed. He's tough to tackle, big body. Valley View will go for 2 here. Looks like it's on
On the kickoff, they'll do it, right, against
it's
Wilkes-Barre?
on Valley View.
Oh, really?
That's my guess.
Oh, okay.
So, again, that's a big break for Wilkes-Barre, right? Valley View will be 15 yards back. on the kick. It's going to set Wilkes-Barre up for pretty good field position just off the kickoff.
Got it.
Barring any unforeseen flags or.
25-20.
I don't know why they're kicking an extra point here. They're going for 2 here. Put you up by 7.
They blocked that one. Wow. 2:24 in the clock. Wolfpack score a touchdown. They could pull out the Mean Machine 26-25 win.
So this is about as good a situation you could be in, right? You got 2:24 in the clock. They're going to kick deep and 2 timeouts.
We'll be back. All right, here we go. 2:24 in the clock. 5-point lead, Valley View. And the ball backed up after the penalty. This has been everything you could ask for in a high school football game. Loft bangs this one deep down to the 13-yard line. Underwood has a lot of weight jerseys. Get a block there, almost a block in the back, but I thought the guy turned on him a little bit, so we'll get out to
close.
the 34.
So pretty good field position to start. Need a touchdown to win, right?
Yep.
So field goal's out of play here. You got let's say 2:17 is on the clock now. So right, good amount of time, 2 timeouts. I'm sure in this offense they can run a 2-minute drill, and that's what they'll be in here.
65 yards till pay dirt with Jay Cow, the cool cucumber. Gets the snap. He's going to run it on this side, throw a dart, gets X amount of yardage.
They'll take that.
41 maybe.
It takes 5 or 6 out of bounds. They used 4 seconds there.
Watson on the near side. Gambitsky here.
Let your guys catch their breath.
Wind is picking up a bit here. Like you went from like 3-4 miles an hour to like 9-10. Throws it out in the flat. He's got his big tight end, and that's Goody for a first down.
And out of bounds.
2:08. Oh, that wind just totally
Yeah,
changed now.
It's like a typhoon up here.
It is. Better put our windscreens on to cover it up a little bit, Coach. All right. Yeah, I mean, we're inside.
Yeah, you can hear it howl in the wind.
This wind now. With
Flags are all blown all over.
Wolfpack Howell. Howe sitting. He's got a lot of room on that right-hand side. I'd run it for 10 or 15. He ran it for 5.
It's funny when you watch it because they don't want to leave the receiver because they know as soon as he takes one step, he's going to drop it in there. So they kind of let him run, and then we'll give them their 5, let them run them out of bounds, and take the lesser of 2 evils there.
2:02 on the clock. Boy, 2 dynamic, differently,
totally different this game tonight, right?
Pound, and okay, I'm going to dink it here. I'm going to throw it.
Finesse versus just power.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody joining in tonight. We got a lot of you right now watching the end of this one. And they go with Underwood on a run. And he gets 45-yard line, positive yardage.
So they'll be 3rd and 1.
Again,
2 timeouts, a lot of time. They don't want to give Valley View the ball back either with any time.
Yeah, 1:47 on the clock. This is it. This is the final drive here for the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. They go into Underwood again. They are. He's got the first down. That's all they need. He'll stop the clock, reset the chains with a $1:37 left. What can Jake Howe do? They call timeout.
Oh, it's okay there. You know what? You're going to reset. The clock's going to start back up again. You can bring him over, let him catch a breath. You just ran 2 running plays. You still have 1 left, so
we'll take that timeout. Be right back. We are back. 2 minutes? No, it's 1:37 on the clock. Howe, he's got his slant route. He's wide open. Hold on to the ball, dude. He got it. I was just scared. That's 12. Finally made that catch because that's Watson. All right, that's Watson.
They're really playing a true prevent on defense. They're way off. They're playing like you could see it. They kind of run in 2 different layers of defensive backs. That's why he was able
Howe
to get
breaks
it there.
containment. Run it, dude. And he does, down to the 25-yard line. 1:18. Tons and tons of time right now.
Still 1 timeout.
Yep. Well, that football blitz at 10 o'clock, that ain't happening tonight,
That football
George.
blitz might be at midnight tonight with this game.
It might be. The time you get out of here with traffic, you might get home by 11. All right, a couple receivers over to the left-hand side. We'll be waking people up for phone calls tonight to do some interviews. Ardo on the left. Jake Howe. Slant. Ooh, threw it to space.
I was waiting for a flag there. I thought that was close. Thought he was hanging on his back.
Good coverage. Was close, but Richie Leslie, the senior.
Another good cover guy for Valley View. Listen, this is nervous time a little bit. You're 3rd and 4. Right? I mean, you're 2 downs, obviously.
Well, here comes 12. Kislowski.
I'd roll him out again because they don't want to come up and tackle him. And he might just run for a first down.
Jake Howe's going to keep it. Jake Howe gets near the 21.
First down.
First down. Just enough.
That was gutsy. Coming down to a minute here.
Trains come by Wilkes-Barre, but that's just some horn here that is saying let's get the Wolfpack in the end zone. Receivers to each side. Jake Howe brings Underwood to the right. Jake Howe's looking. He's got nothing. He runs to the left. He's going. No, picked off. It is intercepted.
What a great play there. He just he almost duped him into throwing it. There's gonna be a flag on. There's gonna be a flag on Wilkes-Barre.
Wolfpack's just standing there like in awe. But who got that interception?
I think it was Marino.
That's what I thought. Valley View just shocked and stunned the Wolfpack. They drove down the field. They're thinking they could do it. They could do it. And a heck of a job there. And your best player makes a miscue. But Jake Howe, without him, they wouldn't be in the position they were in.
I thought Gianni, he kind of sat in the middle of no man's land, and he was waiting to see what Jake was going to do, and then he kind of just stepped in at the end. It was a great play. Again, he's a 3-year starter on defense. Great play for them. This is a big win for Valley View coming back from the prep game and then Crestwood last week.
Yep. Well, we thank Albini Funeral Home for sponsoring the game tonight. It is the McCarthy Tire game tonight, our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. Now, Wolfpack gets stung tonight. Dallas looks like they got stung tonight. And now you got an 0-3 Dallas team and a 1-2 Wilkes-Barre team That's going to be interesting next week.
Wilkes-Barre is a good football team. They're gonna do a lot of damage this year. They're gonna win a bunch of games. I think they're gonna be a lot of games like this though. Like it's gonna be your close, within 7 points or 14 points.
Credit the Valley View Cougars. They stayed with what worked for them, and they found a way to get it done. Abington Heights 30-13 over Dallas. Paupack beat Honesdale. And Valley View comes on the road and gets the 25-20 win here against Wilkes-Barre area. George, appreciate your time tonight.
Appreciate you having me on.
All right.
See you in a little while.
Yeah, have a great night. The Football Blitz later tonight here on the John Mendola Show YouTube channel. Have a great night, everybody.